Hey guys, welcome back on the channel. So I was just here on CoinGecko and I was looking for the AI category because I think AI is not dead. Actually, I think there's a lot of good opportunities. If we look here to the last 7 days chart, most of these tokens are red. There's going to be some on the green, yeah, but the vast majority, they're all on the downtrend and we can take advantage of that. There's a way that I do that. I don't want to call it safe because crypto is very volatile, but let me call it safe fish. And for example, look at Alchemist AI. This is one I brought on the channel in the beginning of this year. It was deployed on Solana and I looked at the tech and I saw this to be very much undervalued in my opinion, right? So I made a video about it at around this price, 5 to 10 cents, something like that. I just bring on the channel what I think is of interest. But Alchemist AI, it's an app. It allows you to develop apps without even needing to code. There's a ton of utility to it. That's what attracted me about it. And it's doing quite well in the long run. As you can see, it's still up while most of these AI tokens are down. So I'm pretty happy with this, but the main option would be right now, in my opinion, to go into something that has infrastructure, for example, Virtuals. I know Virtuals delivers infrastructure to AI on Base, which is a major blockchain. So if you go right now on Virtuals, we see we're pretty much at the bottom, right? Can we fall below this? We might, but it's still a good point in time. The thing about infrastructure is it's going to be there. And if you watched my video here about Orca, when you want to make money in crypto, you got to position yourself and understand where the money flows to position yourself. And money flows through infrastructure. Virtuals is infrastructure. CookieDAO is infrastructure. Let's go ahead and check CookieDAO, by the way. So CookieDAO is available not only on Base, they are also on the BNB smart chain. Again, CookieDAO is at the bottom. It's at 4 cents. It has been bottomed out for the past month. Back in the beginning of October, it was at around 10 cents. So this is a very interesting token. I think it has bottomed out. I think, could it fall further? Yes, it could. But again, it's infrastructure. I don't think the AI narrative is going anywhere. Right now, you know, the talk of the mainstream media is AI. It's going to take over everything, jobs, etc. If that keeps to be the narrative, which I think it is, it's going to be the norm, that itself will keep the AI narrative alive, even in crypto. And infrastructure is going to be where the first money flow will come once there's going to be a rally or something bullish in the news that causes the market sentiment to switch. So I think CookieDAO and Virtuals could be potential opportunities to yield farm on Base right now because of that. So let's take a look here on DEX Screener on the Base blockchain. So you see, I just had this sorted out by volume. The 10th most volume heavy pair is Virtuals with ETH. And this is on Aerodrome. Probably I'm going to find something on PancakeSwap that has also some juicy farms. That's what I'm going to try. But we can see right now that there's actually demand for the virtual protocol paired with Ethereum. So I think it's highly likely virtual paired also with the stablecoin might be available. Yeah, so you see here the 28th liquidity pool is virtual USDC on PancakeSwap. Very interesting results. CookieDAO, on the other hand, it's not showing up here. So let me try to search it. So here we go, Cookie. We have something on the Binance Smart Chain. We also have something here on Aerodrome. Looking at the liquidity, the volume is really low. So don't expect crazy yields on this one. You see, from all of these pools, most of this volume is very much under the liquidity. And there's not a lot of liquidity right now. So let me just go here on PancakeSwap, filter, just pools on Base, find Virtuals. Alright, so we already have some interesting APRs here. Now let's go with volume instead, because volume shows us where the interest is. And yeah, like I said, virtual paired with the stable, this has the highest APR, 81%. All of these other pairs, yeah, you could go ahead and do some research on it. But I knew that the first wave and the first interest always comes from virtuals paired with the stable or Ethereum, right? And this one comes with a farm APR of 36%, not bad. So let me do sort of a simulation. Let's go here with a wide range. So if I set the range to be 100% on the downside and also on the upside, I still get triple digits APR, 84% farm APR and 61% LP fee APR. This is roughly 0.4% a day. I wouldn't be surprised if this yields very close to 1% a day on average during the whole week. I wouldn't be surprised at all. And we're using a very wide range, minus 100 plus 100 on the up and downside. So overall 200% range. And the estimated APR, I've been checking this for the past minutes and it has been averaging at around 100%, 95 at the very least. The farm APR is very juicy. This means we're getting cake no matter how much the pool is used, which is very good in my opinion. I like cake, and overall we're looking at triple digits APR. With such a wide range, it's not all that bad. Actually, let's go here on base and let's find PancakeSwap. So you see virtual here. Actually, let's sort this out by volume. Virtual is the 9th traded token pair virtual with USDC on PancakeSwap, not on base, but we're looking at 665,000 volume and the liquidity is 3 times lesser than this. Very good yield farming opportunity in my opinion. Good entry point, much higher volume than liquidity. It's infrastructure which gives us some reassurance that this will survive for the long run, and overall we're looking at a very interesting range to yield farm on. Let's apply this. So let's zoom out here. Let's go with daily candles. I want to have a full grasp of the chart. So we're looking at something like this. Let's see. So the price is 71, something like this. 100% on the upside would leave us getting all of this volume. It's really good if you look at the long term. So we're looking at something like this, right? With 100% on the upside, and now on the downside, we are looking at something like this, which is fairly below the bottom that we saw earlier this year. It's not bad overall. It even gives us some cushion space here to compound the fees into the pool to keep that initial deposit in check, even in the event of the price keeps going down. The downside range is very important because of that. If you have a wide enough downside range, you can manage, even on the downtrend, you can manage your liquidity pool's worth by compounding back in, and at some point you will break even. So overall, I like it. I like this as an opportunity. I probably am going to test it out and see how it goes in the long run, but I did yield farm these AI tokens back in the beginning of the year. The volume was top notch. It still is. You can see that. I just showed you a couple pools where the volume is much higher than the liquidity. So they're not dead. And that's the biggest misconception. There's bad sentiment and people think, okay, we are in the bear market, markets are down, there's not earning opportunities. Yes, there are. Especially in the bear market, that's actually when you can make a lot of money because the price is just flat. It will chop sideways for a number of months. That gives us opportunity to squeeze ranges, increasing our APRs and not having to manage the position all that much because there's not a lot of volatility. So bear markets, in fact, are when we should squeeze the ranges and try to make the most out of the yield. Anyways, guys, look at the volume, look at the liquidity. Infrastructure, if you understand infrastructure, you understand that there's going to be demand, which is the case of Virtual. Virtual is a platform where AI agents are launched. It's the biggest one on Base. Base has a big exchange behind, which is Coinbase, in case you don't know. I think it's a good opportunity here. And remember, although infrastructure itself, it's not a guarantee that the price will not drop, but it's a guarantee that in the long run, it is more robust to survive price fluctuations, bad market sentiment, all of those things. And this is applicable to anything, not just to AI. I'm focusing on AI because the upcoming years are going to be dominated by AI. We are already exposed to AI. If you go on your smartphone, likely you're using AI, even if indirectly. Every app, every major app, mainstream app has AI integrated in one way or another. For that reason, I think it's a good point in time to take a look at these opportunities, yield farm them. So yeah, I would love to hear your thoughts on the matter. Are you still bullish on the AI category? If you're farming any AI token, let me know in the comments as well. If you enjoyed this type of content, guys, you know the drill. Like and subscribe for more. Thank you for watching. Take care. Keep exploring crypto, and I'll see you on the next one.